What time? Oh! So it's already going?
Yeah, it's
for the timing?
I mean, it's cut, obviously. None of this is going to make it in the final.
Yeah, of course. And then you say that and then it gets in anyway. You know?
It's
like, one of those fun edits at the beginning.
It's like a funny bit.
Yeah, dude, it's super funny.
Don't like get mad and do this.
Because it's
gonna fall off.
Oh, wow. Why do you have it stationed so close to the end?
Because the small one was too low.
Okay.
It was like up in your nose.
I am going to get angry at some point. Okay, so welcome back to Freudian French. I'm your host, Grant Thiesing, and we're doing a eating podcast on video, eating food.
It's a podcast online.
This is a podcast online. So, Darren, you've been back. You've been on this tour of Oregon. You were exiled so that Morgan could go complete her quest.
Yep. She is learning how to be on a submarine still. It's like she can't ever figure it out. She still can't even be on one.
Just kidding. Morgan, Darren made the bit first. I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
I went to your wedding, and I respect your wife.
Coming from a guy like you means a lot.
Uh-huh. I was kind of shocked I got invited, honestly.
Why?
I didn't know,
like...
enemies? Well, yeah. I thought we were enemies. Which means, I just didn't know how good of friends we were. Which means we were enemies.
Well, I'm glad you were there. Because now we can meet now.
Yeah. Now I can be part of your tour, dude.
You are the last stop. Kind of. I'm gonna see Eric, but he's the last stop.
Okay, so you're back. You're doing your reunion tour. What did you realize upon coming back that you really missed that you didn't realize you missed? Because when you're gone, you realize what you're missing.
I guess crisp mornings.
Ooh,
those are
mornings.
It's just so warm where I was.
I wonder if the mic's just picking up these gross noodles.
Can you chew or swallow next to that?
Yeah, for sure.
Stop. On second thought, don't do that. Yeah. I guess being cold every once in a while is kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's good to not sweat. This was a scam, by the way. I thought it was gonna be full. It's not full at all.
So, I'm teaching Darren how to...
eat food.
I spent a week and a half in Vietnam, so I basically know the culture really well.
He's very cool. He's a different guy.
Yeah. I guess I'll tell that story super quick. So when I did... So it was during my gap year. I went... Yeah. Should I talk about how much more cultured I am than everybody currently?
Yep.
I am more cultured than everybody.
If you think about it.
I was in Australia for 7 months, and I decided to hop over to Vietnam, check it out. In history classes we hear about Vietnam a bunch, and I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be exactly like the books. I land, I get to my hotel, and I'm desperate for food, and it is just totally not what I was expecting. Streets are just absolutely crowded, people are driving insane, and I see pho, just the title pho, and I'm like, I know that word. I know that Vietnamese word, that's soup. So I go inside, it's in the tourist part of town, so all the menus have pictures on it. I point.
The point. I knew the point was coming.
Yeah. And the wait staff is all kind of looking at me weird. It's even though it's in the touristy spot, I can kind of tell but no other white people are eating in here. It's just me and a bunch of the Vietnamese people that probably just have to work the different hotels. They're looking at me weird, and the soup comes out, and I'd been practicing chopsticks the last 2 weeks. I'm
wow.
I'm not gonna be the white guy not knowing how to use chopsticks.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to pick up noodles out of soup out of there with chopsticks, and I'm okay, I'm not doing the right technique. I'm looking around, everybody's using a different technique. I eventually raise my hand. I'm hey.
You raise your hand?
Yeah, I raised my hand, and they were waiting for me at the pillar, 3 of them, already kind of giggling. And I raise my hand, they come over, and I'm can I get a fork? And they all burst out into laughter.
You get dumb.
Yeah, and they go grab me a fork, and I'm hey, I guess it's good that I'm entertaining these people.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else. Yeah, it's basically it's reparation for the war crimes or whatever over there, is them being able to laugh at me for using my fork.
It's a good thing that you did that.
Yeah, it was actually really nice of me.
Oh wait, what is this?
Oh, dude, they gave you an extra fork.
It's actually sick. Watch this.
Oh, I should not eat that whole jalapeno slice.
PogChamp, look at this.
Yeah, I can use chopsticks. That's what I should have done at the restaurant, dude. Just to total own them. Yeah, could I have a fork? Because eating this isn't hard enough for me. This is too easy.
I'm about to do a gamer move here.
This is so gross. I'm eating like the grossest thing.
Noodles?
I think specifically what the question was like
Underground ones.
both you and me want to have like real careers at some point. It would be great.
Yeah, it would be cool.
We don't have that and we're not really even close. But we're trying very hard. Kind of.
Which does tie into another point you made.
Oh. Another off camera?
Of having a college degree and not a real way to use it until you do more school. Mm-hmm. And its influence on societal norms.
Yeah.
I keep putting my spoon in the...
Dude, just like put the... You're not using them like... Thank you for removing it with your chopsticks. Schoolboy Q Chopsticks feature Travis Scott. This is what the song's about, is struggling with your pho. Like, are you concerned at all, like, when you're, like, applying for stuff? Like, your name is attached to these videos on some level. Mm-hmm. And, like, you're putting them out, and your content's not, like, that risque, but, like, there is kind of some stuff, and it's kind of like, what's up with this kid?
Some
what
of
is
it
he doing?
maybe is more embarrassing more than incriminating.
Yes.
In terms of, I don't really feel like I've made anything that I, like, need to be redacted from the internet. Mm-hmm. The only thing is it might be, like, cringe. Mm-hmm. I've cringe posted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Darren, we have one final question for you, and this is gonna go off of our script here. How do you feel about posting cringe? And you're just like, oh no.
What should be done to someone that posts cringe? Theoretically.
Okay, so you don't feel like it's gonna affect you too much.
No.
You feel comfortable with it.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. What do you think about my content? Because you consume some of my content. I'm getting rid of like a lot of my social medias currently.
I've been a consumer.
But like something that is still out there and to be determined if it'll stay out there. My podcast, BitStains podcast. Mm-hmm. Like, do you think, because my name is not really attached to it at all. Mm-hmm. Like it literally just says Grant in the description. I could even get rid of that. Yeah. Like, do you think, like, am I risking it?
Are you risking it? That's the question, isn't it?
That's the question.
That's the question. No, well, you have that idea.
So you think my content, I can get away with it? Mainly just because it's not attached to me, right?
I think it's fine because no one will know. It's like till you're caught. It's like it's not stealing till you're caught. Mm-hmm. So it's not bad telling someone.
Yeah, like you're definitely not stealing. You're like being embarrassing in the store, but like I'm stealing, but no one's catching me.
Exactly.
That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's just
you're like on camera slipping on a banana peel, and then I'm like in a cloak in the background stealing, and no one notices me because you slipped on the banana.
Yeah, because I walked so you could run.
Freudian French walked so that BitStains podcast could run off a cliff.
Could run,
and
baby.
Kill itself. Okay, lifted in college versus the real world. That's a good one. Let's do that one. Okay. So, we both lifted, and I mean, I was pretty into lifting before coming to college, but wasn't college like when you got into it more?
Yeah, probably like
because you were like a little pipsqueak back in high school, as you like to say.
Yeah, it could be described like that.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that because I didn't know you then.
No.
And I wouldn't want to know you then.
No, that was not a good me to know. My mindset was completely different.
Are you a changed man?
No. But in college, okay, let's talk about real world lifting.
Real world
so
lifting.
far. I found you just need a couple of dudes to lift with. Mm-hmm. Like the gym I've been lifting. Okay, when I was in South Carolina lifting, there's usually usually just me. I was just by myself because no one was there.
Sad boys.
But college, I guess, is
Like just
nice.
no one in the gym.
Just
Like
no
it was
one
not a
there at all.
popular gym.
I do miss that. It is nice to work out with people. Like going to the gym is an activity to do with like a friend. Like, hey, you want to go to the gym? Yeah, and then you do that.
Yeah.
As an adult, it doesn't work as much because they're like, I have a job. That's kind of a bummer. Do you track with that?
Yeah. It does seem like a lot of people were almost just like performatively into the gym or something.
Yeah.
Like but then once they leave, they're like, oh, but it's real world now. So like, it just matters that I have money or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my physical health doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that is interesting because I think don't even feel like I took it that seriously. But then there's some people that really didn't take it seriously. Like I look a lot different than I did when I started before I went to the gym. And there are some people that I know that went to the gym all through college and never looked any better. I don't know if that's because they didn't eat. Oh, Grant. Is this about you?
This is when I'm gonna slam and break the camera.
No! Notice in terms of like, they got, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, some people just never got any bigger.
No, but see, or they never got any stronger in terms of maybe it's just because they did the same thing every time. And what you were saying is performative.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, they never worked hard. And I hate that, actually. That's one of the things that I don't like. I don't like when people don't work hard. I'd rather not see it.
You know what? I've been reading.
What?
You want to end this? I could tell. I could feel it.
No, what have you been reading?
It's okay.
Tell me! Are you going to tell me about Enneagrams? Come on, Grant.
I'm, which one's the Challenger?
But what number is that?
That's 2, I think.
2. I'm a 3.
All right, buddy.
The Achiever. So, come on.
Achiever, I don't know how it
What wing
fucking
were you?
works, because, like, it's all, like Achiever's, like, a % back or whatever.
We were a 2, wing 3.
I think so.
If you know how you're going to react to situations, you can guard yourself against harm.
But harm's good.
No. Not if you're causing your own harm by not knowing you're a 2. Once you know you're a 2,
Yeah.
you can know how you'll react to certain situations
Yeah.
and save yourself some embarrassment. I think that's a lot of it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm just like a fan of like learning the hard way. I guess like a lot of the like number 2 like flaws. I'm like, yeah, like I've
feel
already
like that's
fucked
you?
up and made all those mistakes with like people.
But now you know why you're making those mistakes, right? And you can avoid them in the future.
So okay, yeah.
Rather
So with
than having to
with the
continue.
Challenger, it's a rare type.
Yeah, it's
So just to clarify, I'm rare. I'm very rare.
it's like the O positive blood type. It's really rare.
Yeah. It's like the INFJ of the anagram.
I'm quirky. I'm a 2. Pick me.
He's a pick-me girl. I remember on TikTok, all the like comments on stuff was like always like, oh, this girl's like a pick-me girl. Whenever like a girl would like
The best part
try and
is-
like defend guys or
Yeah.
whatever, people were like, oh, pick-me girl.
I don't know. I actually don't know what it really means, but I think that's what it's from.
Yeah. Like you think the internet picked it up and then it got morphed into something else.
Yeah,
type
but I
deal.
don't even know if that's what it's from.
Yeah.
I don't know what calling someone a pick me girl would be. What that would like. What kind of behavior would someone have to have? Like someone
all I
vying
know-
for someone that isn't theirs, maybe.
All I know is that I love women. Basically, so, bye.
No. I love that became the bit.